Hi, so in this lecture what I want to do is get this map into Unity so we can look at it and use it as a template and almost walk around on top of this map in scale. Now it's quite easy to do that. I've converted this image to a JPEG. The first thing I'm going to do is get this into Unity as an image. So if we go over to Unity, here's our Unity. We need to create, in our projects tab, create a new folder, call it temp for now because we're not going to keep it. So anything we're going to use temporarily we can put in this folder and then just delete it at the end of our project. Just copy that out of there because I don't want it in the scenes folder. I want it in its own folder. So there we have temp. Now we're going to copy the map into this folder, into here. Go to the location where you've saved your map and drag it into the folder so it appears in here like that. So here we have our meshes, we have our scenes. Now we have a temp folder with the forest map inside it. And now what we're going to do is create an object to apply this onto as a material. So we already know the size of the map. The second adjustment we made back in the white box object creation section, we made it 460 by 370 high. So it was 46 10-meter squares by 37. So now we just create a quad. So go to game object, 3D object, quad, and you'll have a 1 meter by a 1 by 1 quad there. We need to rotate that 90 degrees. So if we click on a rotation, if you hold down Control, it kind of snaps it around, which is really useful. Keep going until you get to 90, rotation 90, and you might as well just put in 90 there to get rid of that 0.00001. So we have our quad. We want to 0 that as well. So in the position X 0, Y 0, and Z 0. So we want 460 on the X. That's a big area. And we want 370 on the Y. And that is the area of our playing field for our forest. So now we want to get our map onto there. So we have to create in this folder down here next to your forest map, right click, go to create, and create a material here. Bing. And we're going to name it map mat. And we're going to keep our naming conventions consistent so we know what everything is. And we can see an image on the right hand side and the bottom right hand corner here. Because it's selected, our inspector now gives us all the elements for that material. Up here where it says albedo, we are going to left click on our forest map and we're going to drag it up and drop it into albedo so we can see it appear on a material down there. If we click on that, we can change it to a box. And there you can see our material now has our map texture on it. Now we're going to apply this map texture to our quad. So we just left click the map material, drag it into our scene and let go, and there it is. There's our map in our scene, and our character is that big. Let's just put him onto the floor roughly, and there he is. And you know, once we get our, I'm going to set this up so we can actually run around, and now with this in, we could effectively run around our map in a 2D, you know, in a really basic 2D fashion. If we go over here to where our hut is going to be, this is essentially the scene we're going to be creating. So I can put my character here, and this is what we're going to be seeing approximately. So our tree is going to be here, another tree is going to be here, our hut's going to be over there. You know, we have our fire bins here, and there's going to be a hill in the background and trees. So within this red square, that's what we're going to be working on. You know, if I take my character, and remember this character's 2 meters high, I can run around, I can move him around inside the house. Yeah, it feels pretty good. You know, if you imagine a little dude living in there, he might have a little bed in the corner, you know, a little table and bits of furniture. You know, here's the chimney, fireplace in this end. So it kind of works. That is a good size. And that's a really good start already. So you can really start to get a sense of scale, a sense of, you know, size. I don't think this forest is actually big enough. Generally, as a you know, if I was looking at this from a gaming point of view, I'd want this to be bigger, much bigger, in fact. Because let's bring this in. I move this over to the entrance, for example. I mean, it's not that bad, really. I suppose, you know, get up in the trees here and run along, walk around on the paths, get attacked by a wolf here. You know, I would come in from this angle. That could be a really nice shot. Some big sort of towering cliffs coming up here, and sort of things overhanging, big cliffs. I would walk in here. It's actually not too bad. As a small sort of forest area, it would be quite cool. I'd walk around this corner, and through these trees here, I would see the light of the hut in the distance. And this is exactly what we want to visualize. All these things help us visualize the scene and get to where we need to be much quicker. And it actually looks cool too. You know, it's quite fun to do that. I can see everything that I need to see just right there. And as we develop our scene, we can turn it off. No, that's the wrong object. We can turn it off and turn it on as and when we need it. So, you know, it's there or it's not. And we can move it up and down. It's a really cool way of doing it. When we do our terrain in the next lecture, we can use this as a base to sort of like shape it. So we can see it dips over here by the hut, and it's high, much higher over here. We won't be doing all of this, but you know, it give us a good, you know, overall, it's a good ground. You know, it's a good base to work from. You've got all the information we need, all inside Unity. It's very, very cool. North is that way, east, west, you know, everything you need, all the information right there. And because it's got a mesh collider, I could actually start running around this once I bring our controller into Unity, and I'll be showing you how to do that. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, so that's that section done, and I'll see you in the next lecture.